Hi guys, welcome back. We've got the valve cover completely removed, and I'll show you that in a minute. Quite a few hours, 3 or 4 hours of removal of the intake and the alternator, a few other things, and wiring harnesses and such. Finally, to expose the double overhead cam system here and our leaking valve cover gasket surface. Each one of the spark plugs has a surround here. Yes, this is a 5-cylinder. All right, and this surface right here is going to have to be all clean, oil-free, and dry in order for us to put a new gasket on there. All right, so our intake manifold has got some rubber type gaskets, as well as the rocker cover or valve cover, and those have to be clean and dry, and they have to be put into the receiving edge of the valve cover and corresponding intake manifold. So we're going to take a look at those over here. All right, and what we have here is the intake manifold first. All right, and the intake manifold sits on the engine in this orientation, and the throttle body goes right here. You can see these green gaskets and all of this oil and such. All right, that is all leaking out of there, and this is phenolic, a plastic material. All right, so you have to be very careful. Torque specs, again, ultra important. All right, and then we have our rocker cover itself. The valve cover on this happens to be aluminum. Some of them are plastic, some back in the day were steel. But again, we want to clean this all up, clean, oil-free, and dry. All right, and we've cleaned this all off, and the gasket is still here for you guys to see, and it's actually super hard. All right, and that needs to be nice, supple, and flexible, and they are not. It's dry and old. I mean, this is several-year-old vehicle, and the effects of time and heat have taken their toll, and thus we have an oil leak. All right, so I'll take you over and we'll take a look at the new replacement gaskets. All right, welcome back. And again, I've laid out my rocker cover and my new gasket. It's a good idea to let those relax. When they come in the package, they might be all crammed together in here. Even in a good quality brand, you're going to have to let those lay out and relax, and again, match that shape up. It might take a little bit to figure that out. All right, make sure you have all the pieces you're supposed to have. A good quality set is going to have a list here. Go through that, make sure you got what you need. You know, I got my 5 tube seals for the ignition coils. I've got all of my grommets right here. Those go around each one of these bolts. And you notice the bolts are still in there, so you're going to have to push those out without damaging the fastener and put these new ones in here. It's going to take some time to do all of that, and then you're going to have to clean around those again. All right. In addition, when you open up a package, you're looking to make sure you do have the right parts and you have the right amount of parts for what you're doing. All right, but be professional, and a lot of these companies have a perforated line on them or something, but if they're not the right ones, I'd like to return that with the packaging, and maybe some clean hands is a good idea. All right, and you want to check these out, make sure they're not damaged. All right, and make sure that they match your components. All right, so for example, this is our intake manifold, and we have some singles. Yep, that matches. All right, and if it's not the same color, that's okay. All right, here we go, and we got those twice. All right, so we have the parts that we need. All right, the next thing is going to make sure, again, clean, oil-free, and dry, and we're going to put those back in and install those onto the vehicle, torquing them down properly. More to come.